Uh-oh. Guys, you're awesome.
crashed.
I know.
Yeah.
Die jongens die
Hoi.
of wat. Nee, ik weet ook niet wat hij aan het doen is. Hij joint die party en dan gaat hij weer weg. Als hij nou eens verwacht. Ik wou net naar, naar die party gaan om gelijk.
I'm not in phase
Still
4.
fighting there, what the fuck?
I'm not in phase 4. Can you?
Take their names,
If you want,
Patrick.
you can set your sorry, you can set the
Fucking
limit.
sad, man. Fighting there now.
You can set the limit for the how much it captures, like time. You can set it to 60 minutes.
Maar ik ga snel heen. Nou, dan liefst hij weer gelijk wel een tyfus jong.
Oh, please.
Ik krijg nu niet de kans om erin te springen. Of niet, wat is die nou aan het doen? Ja, liefst dan niet zo snel, dan kan ik het wat zeggen, maar hij is gelijk weg, jongen. Ik klik op een menu is door het fluiten. Man, echt waar. Oh, de dude, jongen.
I'm just gonna message one of the DC leaders, asking to take names.
It's Miss Barbacool and
Put all your
What?
names in your group for
Is Mr.
search
Barbecue
options,
fighting?
so to avoid some more lags.
Mr. Bibico.
do it. It's not a trap.
Okay. Mr. Barbacool. Yeah, okay, now we have his name or her name or whatever, and they're gonna have a trouble fighting
The
groups.
dude, he's French.
Okay. Okay, so if people can get off the scroll, the speaker will stand on the scroll. So get off the scroll, guys. Whoever's standing on the scroll, get off it. The speaker will stand there, so everyone can hear.
Oh. Ik moet even kijken bij de speaker staat. Dat kan ik hem gewoon dan.
Alpha, get off the scroll. Fenric, get off the scroll. Punk till deaf, get off the scroll. I hope you're not really deaf. That would actually make it. Okay, he might just be actually deaf. Okay, excuse him.
Yo, get off the scroll, you can't.
You can't.
Crazy.
Okay, I'll get on the scroll and just start this. Okay, thanks everyone for coming. We're here to honor a dear friend and a very good commander, James Dillon, who passed away on February the 8th. We will dearly miss James. He was not only a friend, he was also one of the best leaders I have ever seen in any game. And I've played a lot of strategy games and similar things. He was truly one of the best. I could honestly say the thing about James that impressed me the most is despite his age, he was very smart, very clever, very quick thinking and rational. He was maybe a bit serious sometimes, but that's because he really cared and he really fought for the pact, and I think we can only respect that. So I'm gonna open this table of talking. You can all join and say your piece about James or something like that. and once we're done, we'll move on. I'll have some more words to say later on, but for now I'm gonna just open the floor on the scroll, so if someone could just get in line or something like that, and then we can take it so everyone can hear it. Okay? So please, if anyone has anything to say about James, come to the scroll and say your piece.
Oops.
Alright. So yeah, I know James now for like 3 years, played a lot together. I think we're all a bit shocked in what happened with James. I think nobody suspect he would ever do this. But yeah, like I see in chat, I hope we all remember to put down 3 sieges every time. Everything he learned us, like Podcast said, he's pretty smart in tactics, great leader. I loved leading with him together, leading groups, communicating with each other what we should do, and I hope we Reds can do this in the future also with each other. No more fighting his own chat, just work with each other like he wanted. So yeah, rest in peace James, you will be missed.
Rest in peace, bro. Legends never die.
Aye.
Aye.
He was a extremely helpful guy as well. As all of his skills, he would help you if he could and if he couldn't, and he would always do his best to help you. Selfless. James.
True.
I said.
I got my first hate mail because of James. Cheers, buddy.
Okay.
Weird twist, but okay.
Oh, true.
Just remember to kill Sage Merchants.
Well, I could tell you a story. When I first joined Cyrodiil properly, I was got very close to Alpha. We were fighting for the pack. Well, the pack was in chaos. The zone chat was insane as usual, and we tried to focus the strength on taking the keeps and actually cooperating. Later on, Alpha introduced me to James in Cyrodiil Legion, and I joined the Cyrodiil Legion, and it didn't take long before I get to know James properly. We spoke a lot, we talked a lot, and he insisted for me to make another guild, a guild Gamma or so something like that. But I told him, no James, I have no interest in following guild when I already have the perfect guild that you have. And it was a perfect guild. The Cyrodiil Legion was disciplined, it had organization, and it takes a lot of effort to put into that, and I know James is very proud of that guild. And it takes a special kind of leader to make that kind of guild. And the fact that he did it, and he held to it, despite the troubles he went through in real life, he still put the guild above that. And it's just it just takes a special kind of person to be able to do that. I didn't know James to the same extent as some of you all others knew him. I know some of you played with him for years. I've just played with him for months, but I believe I'm an excellent judge of character, and I think James, like I said, is perhaps one of the best leaders I have ever met. He was maybe a little too serious for this game, but he was most definitely one of the best when it came to leading. Okay, so if no one else has anything to say,
Let me say something, please.
yes, Ice, go ahead.
Well, it's hard to speak because I played years with him and had a lot of funny talks with him. As my PvP guild 2 years ago was dead, he was the first one who talked to me. I didn't want to join any other PvP guild. But as he came, I just joined DNS. I never joined the groups, but sometimes he just ninja invited me, you know, and just randomly. And we were talking for 2 or 3 hours, and he gave me back fun and play in PvP. And as you are guys, I will miss him, so let's remember him how he was. The funny guy, always laughing, leading, changing the reds.
Aye.
And yeah.
It's just too bad that this was a rage quit he can't come back from, eh?
That is true. That is true. You will be missed.
Sleep tight, bro.
Can we find out what was the reason you got the hate mail? Because I'm on a cliffhanger here.
It was teabagging down in the sewers. This guy went on for ages.
Thank you.
I don't know how many of you know, but right now there is a funeral going on, obviously in real life, where James is buried in Belgium. We have one of us from Zero the Legion attending that funeral in real life, Asterial. She has been very nice and kind to attend that funeral on behalf of the guild and on behalf of the pact. So just know that this game reaches far outside reality, and even in his last moments, the guild is there with him, in the form of Asterial being there at the funeral. So just know we are truly creating something remarkable here in game, but we're also with him in real life. So I want you all to know how much I appreciate this, the guild appreciate this, and I think James, looking down, appreciates this.
Making his last scroll run.
Yes, indeed. You will be missed, James.
Use the timing
You
when
will
he
be
gets
missed.
This didn't never forgot. We're gonna have to start making scroll running characters.
Well, if no one else says...
I need a scroll runner. Just in memory of Jim.
If nobody else has anything to say... Alright, yeah. I'll give it a couple of minutes, then we'll do a final salute. Yeah, stack on crown. Never forget to get on the Yeah, James was very smart, creating his own procedures for things. Follow the procedures, he always said.
Fuck my life.
Yes.
Fuck my
Hopefully
life.
you get kicked.
Yeah, and porcadillo di mara. No one knows what it means, but that was his favorite quote.
You don't want to translate that one. You don't want to translate porcodillo right now, I promise.
Porcadillo.
Hey,
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's the
love this
squishiest
role.
leader I ever met.
Well, you haven't met me then.
She's Riley too.
I usually say a good leader is the one to die first in battle, because he leads the charge. And me and James died almost always together. Because we're just as stupid. But I'll obviously blame the rest of the group.
Getting the ass kicked in the half the group wasn't even halfway. Where the fuck was
James didn't
everyone? And I
deal
was
with it.
already dead at the
Fenric says that James built a foundation. That is very true. James built a very strong foundation for the Pact. Because of the things he's made so clear during his leadership, with the 3 sieges on the ground, stacking all the procedures. Because of them, group leaders that were usually not so involved in leading groups have become more and more active. And his efforts on behalf of the Pact has led to better group leaders, better groups, better fights. And we have him to thank for that. He